What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have to talk about the upcoming balance patch that should be coming in about a week, I think. And this one is obviously probably the most important balance patch of all time, if I'm being completely honest with you, because of multiple reasons, right? First of all, it's because the last multiple balance patches have been absolutely dog shit, right? And every time we expect it to not be dog shit, but it ends up being dog shit. And every single time we say, well, the next one has to be good, right? And then it's dog shit. So that is one thing, right? There's a lot of pressure on Comtois. Hopefully they feel pressure, because if they don't, like, I'm not sure what to say. But hopefully there's pressure on them to make it right this time. Now, I know most people are going to be commenting like, well, there's no hope. There's never been hope. I gave up on this game a long time ago. I know. And I'm feeling like that slowly, more and more. I'm feeling like that because we literally are not getting anything. Comtois thinks that it is better that they add a new version of TOA and put some whatever rewards, and most people are going to forget about it because the rewards are not worth it. And yeah, that's what Comtois thinks they're supposed to do at the moment, instead of actually trying to improve the main parts of the game, which is PvP content, which keeps your game alive, right? So, another thing is, I know people who will be quitting Summoners War. Plain and simple. People will be quitting if this patch flops, because people are slowly starting to get tired of Comtois, right? Comtois is just being the most ignorant company to ever exist at this point, with how many bad decisions they're making, right? We have like one thing going on in RTA. We have one thing going on in Siege. Like, things are just not changing. You know, Comtois refuses to make any changes, and they refuse to just balance out units, to bring out new units, to nerf certain units which have been in the game forever being OP, right? To change things, you have to nerf, you have to buff, you have to make actual decisions that will change the game. You can't make little tweaks, you know, and expect people to just keep playing the same shit. That's not how it works, you know? Another thing, adding new units that are completely not like close to being usable compared to like what is meta at the moment. That's another thing. And then like waiting years and years to buff them. Like, what did they do when Witcher units came out? They came out not really ready. Most of them not ready to be used. Next balance patch, they fucking buffed like 4 of them. There's so many, and they did like such a small number of them, you know, and just called it a day. And the next part of the patch was just filler. So like, Comtois has to get their shit together for this patch. I might take a vacation, bro. Like, if Comtois really flops this time, I don't know. Maybe I take a month vacation from the game or something. Like, cause like I don't know. You know, I want to make RTA content a lot. Like, my main content is RTA. A lot of people mostly watch for my Siege stuff, because, you know, I am very consistent when it comes to the Siege stuff. I try to upload every single Siege, but RTA is literally like my main content as well, next to Siege, right? Like, I'm trying to like play it, but Look at this. I've not touched it in 5 days, man. Like, cause I don't feel like playing. It's just getting boring. We're using the same things, we're fighting the same things, and it's not like this is something that's been going on for only like a month or something. It's literally the whole year we're just using and fighting the same things. Mostly this fucker. And then Compton's like, oh yeah, that's fine. And they keep dodging it somehow. Because like this time, if they dodge Hey Gang, I will just completely be lost. Because like what are they even thinking? Everyone is complaining about it. We're making videos, we're talking on streams. Like, who are they going to listen if they're not going to listen to like their best players / content creators? And not just that, like just people from the community are tired of it, man. And it's just it's becoming super frustrating, you know? So yeah, I want to go through some units and just mention a couple of them, what I want to see in the patch. I know this intro was kind of longish, but I feel like it's you know, it's some stuff that needed to be said, you know? But yeah, we can start with Hey Gang immediately. Like, just please do something about Hey Gang. If you have to delete his passive completely, delete it. Like, it is just becoming way too boring, man. It's the same thing on and on. People pick Hey Gang. If you have a Tian Lang, hey, cool for you. You know, you can fight him. If you don't have Tian Lang, boom, in your face, you know? So most people are getting fucked if they don't have Tian Lang. And even Tian Lang doesn't always consistently battle it, you know? You still, you know, you can do it comfortably, but, you know, you can still lose even if you have Tian Lang. But yeah, just do something about it, man. Like, how many times do we have to say it? I'm making a video about Hey Gang for the 10th time, dude. Like, I'm tired of it, honestly. Like, I'm using him every game, and I'm using him every game because I don't want to fight him. So dude, we are literally forced to do a specific thing, which is just mind-blowing. They make thousands of units, and then you're forced to use a specific unit. That's not versatility. Like, making more units is not going to make the game more versatile. It's not. If those units are not usable, it's not going to make the game more versatile. I've seen people saying, oh, we have so many things to pick now. Pick it then. No one's picking stuff, man. We're picking the same stuff because the rest is not good enough, you know? It is not versatile at all. Hey Gang is one of the units that kills versatility. Do you know how many units there are that we will be able to use if Hey Gang gets deleted completely from the game? Like, so many units become usable again. We did not need this unit, man. We didn't need it. And I just don't understand how they don't get it, that it's literally ruining the game. Of course, there are some other stuff that Comptos could touch on. But when it comes to... It's just that some units like Hey Gang are so broken that it kind of just overshadows everything else that's there that needs to be like tweaked a bit. But like I can mention a couple things, I guess. Water, there's not too much to say though, right? I know some people will be still talking about Camila because Camila is like making siege easy and arena defense. Still, it's Camila being played a lot. And I don't know, Abilio having no cooldowns, and the puppeteers having healing now. Some of them became a little bit too crazy, like Zabala's a little bit too crazy, Spicer's a little bit too crazy, these two are a little bit too... They're all a little bit too crazy except Zema at the moment. Like, they're all top tier units. But again, just Hey Gang kind of overshadows it, so I wouldn't mind, like, if this balance patch was just Hey Gang on it, and that's it, I'd be happy, honestly. Like, if they're like, we're killing Hey Gang, that's it, done deal, see you later. Like, I'd be happy, honestly. I would be happy. Because, like, yeah, then from then we can, like, from that part, like, we can continue balancing slowly. But, like, Hey Gang, man. I don't have much to say about water. Buffs, yeah, definitely. Like, Comptos has to go through the Witcher units. Definitely Witcher units. This one, they didn't even touch. This one didn't get touched either, right? I'm pretty sure. This one is the best Witcher unit though. So if they don't touch this one, I'm not gonna be too mad about it. But yeah, there's some stuff like this. Maybe reset 2 units or something. A little bit, it needs to be a little bit crazier. It is a new unit, so we might not see it. But yeah, it needs a little bit of a tweak. Second skill is also a little bit weird. Probably have to add a bonus debuff or something. These still not ready to be used. This could use a tweak. This could use a small tweak, maybe, like something small. He is pretty close though to being pretty good. Because like this is a unit that boosts attack bar on one unit when you have a Wunsa who's 120 base or something. What is it, 118 or 120? What's the base of Wunsa? It's 118. And he boosts the whole team. I know you're gonna say, oh, he has attack buff. It's a 1 unit attack bar. Like, and it's like a 5 less base speed. It's way worse. And it's a worse skill too. So, and a skill 1. It's all worse. So maybe Lionel, some touch. Anything else? I don't know if they're really gonna go to old units. Who knows? But yeah, just some stuff to mention, like for buffs. Potentially, right? Fire. There's always gonna be the Juno talk. And that's like the most, that's always, I feel like that's always going to be the main fire unit to talk about if it needs a nerf. Juno, fire monkeys on the table, but I don't think they will touch them. Honestly, buffs. Of course, the Witcher units, they all need a buff. Pretty much all 3 of these. Tricks is pretty good. Already, as you guys probably saw the videos from me and some other people, it is a pretty solid unit. Also, I forgot to mention the Water Angel. Water Angel is getting used a decent amount now, but it could definitely use a little bit more of a tweak, I think. But they need to be careful with the Angels. But yeah, the Fire one definitely needs a tweak. This guy probably also needs a tweak. Also, you've probably seen it in arena offense, but just being good in arena offense, not the greatest thing, right? Blood, yeah, similar, mostly arena offense. TOA. This guy kind of sucks, honestly, still. They could still probably touch on Patrick. Ashur, I tried to use him after a buff. It's okay. It's not terrible, but still definitely not good enough for you to actually see it being used. And then the rest, older units. I don't think they will touch on anything. Maybe like Rakan or something. Something that's not really super used at the moment. But yeah, wins. When it comes to nerfs, it's like Leo's always going to be the best, but they're not going to nerf him. So there's nothing, I think, except Smicer maybe. The skill 1 healing is being very annoying, but I don't think they will touch that. Maybe they nerf the amount of healing, potentially. But one thing that people were talking about or suggesting for Smicer is that he shouldn't be able to activate his passive if he is CC'd, right? Because you can CC Smicer and he's still gonna silence you and strip you and push you back. It is pretty insane that he can do that while being CC'd, right? So that is a thing that could potentially get nerfed on Smicer, but yeah. Byung-chul, I don't want him to get nerfed, even though I think a lot of people are gonna be like, will be asking for it. I don't want it to get nerfed because defenses suck, and he kind of revived defenses to an extent. They're still not good, but Byung-chul being on defense makes it better, right? Because like if they nerf Byung-chul, that's even worse defenses again, you know? And I think Siege arena defenses are usually terrible if there's not a unit like this that exists. And I am scared that this guy will get nerfed because of how Comptos operates, right? We've seen what happened to many other defense units, from Manon to Molly to Lume to many units. There's been many Siege defense nerfs, which is super bad, right? And that's why Siege is so easy these days and we don't have any good defenses to make. So I really hope he stays the way he is right now. Anything else for nerfs? Not really. I don't think anything's worth talking about. Buffs, Storm potentially something. The wind ones, both terrible. The wind, Angels, sure. Wind Indra, still not great. Some people try to use them. It's not really good enough, if I'm being honest. I tried to use them as well. Doesn't have much impact. The wind Assassin's Creed units, this guy still kind of sucks. This thing is okay. Not used much though, but it's okay, I guess. And then older units, not really sure. I don't think anything's gonna get changed. Beast Monks could still get some changes to be more usable on Siege defense, because I do think Beast Monks are supposed to be Siege defense units. So maybe something for them. Other than that, yeah, I can't really think of much. This guy maybe needs a buff. Hopefully he does get something. It would be nice. But yeah. LD! When it comes to nerfs, there's always going to be Tianlang, right? As the main unit. There's going to be Julian right now. There's going to be Laura. Those are like the top 3 probably that are the most crazy when it comes to LD. Just because of, yeah, I mean, the nerf on Tianlang was completely shit. It did nothing. It's the same unit basically. It's still gonna hit you for 9-10k on skill 1. Still gonna do the same thing. Still gonna have the broken passive, which makes him broken. Like, that's what makes him broken. Having insane damage on top of it is crazy, of course, but the passive is just broken, and you know, it nullifies so many things. It makes so many things weaker. It makes the whole meta weaker, right? Because like the meta is what it is, and this is the perfect unit to battle pretty much everything. That's why you can see him as a force pick, you know? You don't really need to pick him as a counter. It's just a perfect, it's one of the most perfect units overall. Julian, again, like, I don't know, man. It is a little bit too crazy that this is a 2-turn cooldown. It is a little bit crazy how easy it is to rune him, with just requiring 70 crit rate, requiring no tankiness, killing stuff left and right, not being able to CC, not being able to put any debuffs on him, nothing. Like, completely just nothing works. Yeah, Julian definitely might get some kind of a treatment, something. I can see it. Laura still absolutely just being Laura, right? It's just Laura, 120 base speed. I was thinking maybe maybe losing the base speed would actually change her a lot. I think it would, because 105 is a very good base speed, but 120 takes it to a certain level where you are just fighting swift units now. By being violent, you're fighting swift units, which is ridiculous, you know? I think they could cut off the speed, and I think she would get to a decent state. Still pretty insanely strong, but needing to actually rune her up, you know? Instead of just, hey, no matter what, I'm gonna have a good build. Pretty much. But yeah, those three are like the main. I know Veronica is close, but at the moment, I don't think Veronica goes over Julian even. But yeah, she's really insane too. But I don't think she's going to get nerfed. I feel like they touched on her enough probably. And yeah. And then there's some more, like Kovarchi's really insane, Seime's really insane, but Bergild is insane. But like those come below these three, I would say, at the moment. Buffs. I mean, the new units, this could use a small, slight buff. You have to be very careful. 33 speed lead. Gotta be very careful. Something small. Something small. Triss, Ciri, Geralt, all of them need a buff. This could use a buff. This could use a buff. This could use a small buff. This could use a buff. And then, yeah, maybe this thing. I don't know about this thing. Maybe, yeah, that thing. Like something Benedict. This just got buffed. It's pretty cool. The older units, I don't know. They probably won't touch anything. There's definitely some stuff that needs a buff, like Shazam, Arda, Jaeger. Chroma, maybe something small. Negong, definitely something. But yeah. Let's go Dark. Dark, when it comes to nerfs, dude, honestly, it's mostly just people's talking about Gapsu. If I'm being honest, at the moment, like out of all the Dark units, I feel like the most talk is just Gapsu. Which is crazy because it's a free unit. And I get it. I get it. Like, I completely get it. Do I really think they will nerf Gapsu? Probably not. Probably not. Anything else? Nerf. I don't think they will nerf anything. I don't think anything's on the radar really here. Are there some crazy units in Dark? Yeah. Like you have the Jackson, you have the Maxi, you have the Nephthys, you have the Zenisek, you have the Potter, you have Ragdoll, you have Wunsa, you have some really, really, really strong units. But I don't think they're on the radar to get nerfed. You know? Buff? That's a different story, right? We got a bunch that could use a buff. Triss, potentially something. This, definitely something. This, definitely something. This, something. This, definitely something. This, something small. This, maybe something small. This, something as well. This, something. Something on Maya as well. Maybe some better activation, potentially. Beelzebub. Leona something, Miang something. Like there's a bunch that they could touch on to just sprinkle something on them, right? There's a bunch. There's Debate, there's Manananan, there's Lydia being completely shit. There's Rahul, there's Fermion, there's like you could touch most of the dark units, if I'm being honest, and yeah, it wouldn't be a mistake. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. I mostly just care about the Hey Gang nerf, honestly. As long as they deliver on that part, I'll be happy, man. Like, yeah. But yeah, as I said, I know some people who will quit the game. Actually, like, no joke, people will quit the game over this patch if it's bad. Because, like, people can't wait any longer, honestly. Like, it's too much, man. It's too much. Like, I'm getting annoyed. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting unmotivated to make content for the main part of the game that I play, which is RTA. I'm getting unmotivated for Siege 2, right? The meta is not changing. Everything's the same, right? Arena, I don't even need to talk about Arena. I mean, it's terrible, right? Like, just, we need some actual changes, man. So I really hope this BP is gonna deliver. And yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. I really hope Comtos delivers, and yeah, if they don't, I might take some kind of a vacation. We'll see. Yeah, that's it. Stay safe. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Peace out.